Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bulldogs offense takes the field. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and it just, you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. Power football with the run. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Makes the catch. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Volunteers offense has the ball for the first time. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys. This QB better be looking.
And he breaks into the open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. You see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got it in the middle. It's Rasmussen. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Comes out throwing on first down. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
The running back has it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And it's right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Orlando a ton of confidence. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On second down, looking again to throw. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Volunteers are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. Makes his connection. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got enough for the first. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Give to the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Motion from the offense. They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's blocked. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the pack.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Ripping through the defense. The ball's free. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Give to the running back. Oh, it's a fumble. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will take possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And the Vols will keep this drive going.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. It's caught. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They're bringing heat. Fights off the defender. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. The play action fake. He makes the connection. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Rasmussen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. This offense just unleashes one deep. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Finds a spot in the middle. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking for a gap. It's Rasmussen. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go right back to it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteer. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. On target. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown. He's going for the big play. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He wants to go deep. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
And the Volunteers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to...
Picked off! Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldog! Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Gonna run it. It's Rasmussen. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback will keep it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Gets it out fast.
You know, and that's real demoralizing for the defense, too, because the coverage on that play wasn't terrible. He just threw it in a place where only his guy could make the catch. There's nothing you could have done defensively to prevent that effort. Now, all of a sudden, the offense, man, they're knocking on the door.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Using his legs to buy some time. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Rasmussen. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Volunteers are rolling down the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Complete out of the backfield. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
3rd down, man. I think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
And the Vols with the 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Rasmussen. Oh, what a move! That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Handoff to the single back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little touchdown, Tennessee. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Ready to try the point after. What an impressive individual display. What speed by this quarterback.
And this defense, they were scared to death of this guy. I mean, they knew they had their hands full trying to stop him. It's one thing to do it in practice and draw it up on a board. Everybody thinks they've got a shot, but until you get out on the field, until you feel this guy's speed, you realize right away that it's going to be a long game.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Swings it out to the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
And the returner goes down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Rasmussen. Open runway ahead. Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the 1st down. The Vols are marching down the field. Quick toss. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Vols. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable with that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Bulldogs in the hurry up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's blocked. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. You just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone.
And the ball is intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Feeling some heat. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Escapes trouble. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. It's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback, and getting him on the ground.
We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Takes a hit as he fired. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're... And he hauls it in inside the 30. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Volunteer! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day.
Running toward the tape. Inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. It's caught. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like,
going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he got loose, it was all over. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Tennessee, 42. Mississippi State, 21.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on.
Oh, look out! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brock. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
It's now 2nd down.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic. Intercepted.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
The give to the back. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time.